In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your blog posts. So what we're going to do is navigate over to blogs by clicking on blog over here on the left-hand side. And then we're going to create our first post by simply clicking add your first post. From here, we can start adding our blog details. And I'm going to imagine that I sell cat-specific products. So I'm going to create a blog post that is titled Why Cats Are Cool. And there we go. We have our title for our blog post. You would then select your author. You can choose from any of your staff members within the system. So I'm going to stick with good old Gil. And then you can choose a category. So I'm going to show you how to categorize your blog posts in the next video. So for right now, I'm just going to leave the categories alone. There are no current categories available. But an important note is that if you don't have any categories available or you want to create a new category, you don't have to click away. You can simply click in here and add a new category right here, and you would be able to create a category. So again, I'm going to show you how to do that properly in the next video, but you can create categories when creating a new blog post. All right, then you can choose your blog image. So I'm going to go ahead and select an image, and you can either upload an image from your computer or you can choose one from Unsplash. So I'm going to come here to animals and I'm going to search for a cat. And let me see which one I like. This one looks just like my baby Boo, so we're going to choose that. And then I am going to leave this unpublished for now. But here is an extra little fun thing that you can do with the publishing of your blog posts. You can set this to published, and you can choose a date in the future. So you can schedule this post to be published at a specific date, at a specific time. So we can go ahead and do that. We can actually schedule this for the future. So instead of it being set for the 25th of Feb, instead we can schedule it for Friday the 28th, and we can choose a different time. I'm going to leave the time as is, and I'm going to hit save. So now you can start creating your blog content. And to do that, you're simply going to click here. You can either click here in this empty space, or you can click on edit content. So I'm going to click here. And then you can start creating your blog post. And this is quite similar to our page builder. So all you have to do to start creating your blog post is simply add a block, and then you can choose from a pre-made block. So we have a section over here called blog. So if I click on that, you'll see that I have a selection of specific blog blocks that I can add to my page. So these are all designed to be for your blog. So we can go ahead and start with something like this. And we can add another block, and I want to add some images, and then I've got this block over here. I can add another block, and I want to add a little bit more just plain text information, and then I want to add a little bit of special information, just a little side note like, hey, check out this. And then I would end with perhaps a video. So you can go ahead and start building out the structure of your blog like that. Now, if you want to get more specific with the design of your blog, you can go into the block settings over here. You can go into the settings of each of these items here within your system. You can go ahead and update the images as well. You can resize them, change it to your heart's content. I do go into more detail on how to do that within the page builder playlist, so do go check that out. I'm not going to go into too much detail on that here within this playlist. I am simply going to show you how to build out your blogs. You can then, of course, go ahead and start customizing the text here within your blog and make it your own unique content instead of our lorem ipsum dollar dummy text. All right, so once you are happy with your blog, you can simply click out of it by clicking on this little box in the top left-hand side. That will bring you back to your blog. And then there are a few other things that we can do here within the blog post itself. So you'll notice that we have an excerpt over here, and this is the text that is going to show up under your blog post before someone clicks into it. So you might want to select the most searchable part of that blog post, or you want to choose the first few sentences of that blog post, whatever it is. So you can go ahead and click into your blog. Let's select a bunch of text. We don't need to select the whole thing, but we can select, that's good. Copy that and then put it in the excerpt. And then that is what is going to show up underneath the blog post in your blog pages. We then have a few more settings. So all of the settings that we had when we created this blog in the first place. And then one last little setting over here that allows comments. You can change this from yes to no. Again, I'm going to show you how to manage and moderate your blog post comments and engagement in another video. So for right now, I'm just going to leave that as set to yes. Then we have our SEO, and this is going to help you optimize the searchability of your blog posts. So the meta title is going to be your search engine optimized title. And so you might, instead of having "why are cats cool," you might decide to make that a question like "why cats make good companions." Or you might want to phrase it as a question, whatever is better for your SEO. Your meta description would also be the most searchable part of your post. So if there is a specific question that you are answering within the post, you might want that to be your meta description, because that is the part of the text that is going to show up under your meta title when someone Googles that specific question. So you would want to answer that there, have them click into your article and read about it. So for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and copy the same excerpt, and let's imagine that that is some really amazing searchable content there. You then have your header code, and this is going to help you track the traffic coming into your blog post. So any header code that you do have, you would paste in there. And then you have your meta keywords, and this is very simple. You would have your cats, you would have whatever it is that is searchable and relevant to this article. All you have to do is type in your keyword, press comma, and there you go. New keyword added to your meta keywords. So let's go ahead and add one more just to make sure that I did say that right. Yep, just a comma, and it will add a new keyword. And then you will get a preview of what that is going to look like when someone goes ahead and searches the particular question that your blog answers. So here you'll see "why cats make good companions," the link to your blog post, and then that meta description text. So that is what it is going to look like in a search engine. And once you are happy with all of the changes you have made to your blog post, you're then going to go ahead and hit save. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to categorize your blog posts. I'll see you there.